So unfortunately, because of the whole situation this year with the pandemic and things like that, it's a little bit of a changing of the award system, but we're going to be looking today as it was announced the Selke winner for the 2020 NHL season, Sean Couturier. We'll be taking a look at him in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. And let's take a look at Sean Couturier winning the Frank J Selke Trophy. Alright, so if you haven't checked out our last video, I just want to make the announcement that we have a Patreon now officially here for Goal Line Hockey, so make sure to check that out. It will be all exclusive content, some stuff that I may not put here on the YouTube channel. We're going to be putting post-game recaps for every game, as well as a weekly podcast, so make sure to check that out. And with that, let's talk about the Flyers' Sean Couturier winning the Selke Trophy. Now, the Selke Trophy goes to the player or forward that best exemplifies a great two-way game, which he's very good defensively as well as being a good contributor on the offense. So probably one of the better centers in the NHL. And Sean Couturier had some stiff competition. You're talking about 35-year-old now, Patrice Bergeron, who has won the award 4 times. He's been a finalist for a record 9 straight seasons. And then Ryan O'Reilly, who was the reigning winner from last season. And we all know those two are very viable candidates. Sean Couturier, there were some people saying, is Sean Couturier even a top 20 center in the NHL? And based off a recent article from Kevin Hayes talking about, how he feels about the situation with Sean Couturier, he felt he was very underrated around the NHL, and he's getting some recognition here by winning the award. A very worthy award here for Couturier. He's 27 years old. He's one of the best two-way centers in the NHL, behind guys like Bergeron and Ryan O'Reilly. You have guys like Andre Kopitar in that conversation as well every year. But, I mean, you look at the voting right here, right? So I'll try and pull up the chart if I can on the channel screen here. But basically you have Sean Couturier, who blew away in terms of points. He picked up 1,424 points from around the league. And if you look at, I'll try and pull up the chart, but you've got first place, second place, third place, fourth place, and fifth place voting. And by far, he had 117 first selection votes, which far exceeds anybody on the list. Patrice Bergeron, who was in second, had only 21 first place votes, just to show you for an example how big of a margin Couturier had over everybody else. But you look at this list, I mean, you got Sean Couturier, Patrice Bergeron, Ryan O'Reilly, Anthony Cirelli, who I think is higher up than I would have honestly expected. He is a very underrated player. I think because he plays in Tampa with all that talent there, he maybe gets a little bit undervalued around the league. But Anthony Cirelli, Mark Stone, Philip Deneau, who I think definitely deserves some recognition there from Montreal, probably could have been higher up on this list, to be honest. Andre Kopitar, Valerie Nichushkin, who was an interesting thought, in my opinion. You got Brad Marchand, Braden Point, Barkov, Bonino, Pajot, Jordan Staal, Taves, Matthews, Panarin, Tanev, and then there were a couple weird ones. There was like Nola Chari. I think there was even like Blake Coleman, Teddy Bluger. There were a couple of interesting votes on this ballot as well. But I got to tell you, though, I mean, this is a really good step for Sean Couturier, one of the better NHL players, in my opinion. As much as I dislike the Philadelphia Flyers, being a New York Islander fan, you can't deny that Sean Couturier, I believe, is a top 20 center in the NHL right now. There's a lot of tough competition. He's definitely not in that top caliber in terms of like a Crosby or a Malkin or a McDavid or a Matthews even, but he's probably like one step right below that. That's just how good he is. He's going to start getting recognition, especially after winning this voting this year. I think in Philadelphia, he's very much appreciated. They definitely love what he does there in Philly. But this is a good way for him to get some recognition around the rest of the league by winning the Selke Trophy this season. So comment down below. What do you think of him winning the Selke Trophy? Do you think Bergeron should have won, Ryan O'Reilly, maybe even Anthony Cirelli? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, if you have not already, what are you, crazy? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Make sure to check out our Patreon at Goal Line Hockey, as well as our Instagram and Twitter at goalline_hockey. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.